Okay, well, welcome everyone to, oh no, I lost you all. Okay, now you're back. The Logan Mason ROSC meeting. This is my first one doing the PowerPoint, so cheers to me for doing it.
Oh,
I know it's really cute. I'm just gonna say I'm very inspired by Jeanette and her abilities to do PowerPoints, and so I had big shoes to fill, and so I'm really hoping I filled these shoes well. So I'll try to go all out with the PowerPoint because she does a great job with them. So I had high standards to hit. Okay. So our agenda today, we're going to talk about what a ROSC is, do some intros, give some updates on local meetings, harm reduction resources. I'm going to talk about the community survey and the results, and then talk about what's coming up next. So we just like to refresh everyone on what a ROSC is, just in case, you forget, or it's just a nice reminder to know. So a ROSC is a coordinated network of community-based services and supports that is person-centered and builds on the strengths and resilience of individuals, families, and communities to experience recovery and improved health, wellness, and the quality of life for those with or at risk of substance use and or mental health challenges. The central focus of the ROSC is to create an infrastructure or system of care with the resources to effectively address the full range of substance use and or mental health challenges within the communities. So that was a lot. And we scrunched it down to improving access to health, wellness, and holistic recovery options for people who are at risk of or suffering from substance use disorders, while educating and connecting Logan and Mason counties to reduce stigma and improve recovery outcomes. So, our intros today, we're going to say our names and our agency or affiliation, and then what has been the highlight of this week. So I'll start. My name is Grace Oh, so sorry. My name is Grace Irvin. I am the prevention coordinator here at Chestnut Health Systems, overseeing the Logan Mason ROSC, the Logan Mason Substance Use Prevention Grant, and the base grant, Build, Amplify, Support, and Empower. And then I also support the Livingston ROSC. So my highlight of this week was one, getting this PowerPoint done. That was number one. And two, we had our Christmas party or a holiday party, I should say, for our company on Tuesday. So that was a lot of fun to be there. So next, I'm going to go with the people in person. So that would be Jeff, and then Tyler, and then Molly.
all right, Jeff.
Oh, thanks. I'm Jeff Nelson. I have no affiliation. I do meetings at the jail for AA and NA, and my highlight of the week. Whoa. I went on a new drug to lose weight, and it's working.
Hey.
I'm Tyler, prevention specialist at Chestnut Health Systems. I service Logan and Mason County, primarily youth prevention. I would say the highlight of my week so far has been able to see family. A lot of them are home for the holidays, so it's awesome to see them all because it doesn't happen very often anymore with them all over the place. So.
I'm Molly McCain, the community health consultant at Lincoln Memorial Hospital. I'm gonna be honest, the highlight of my week is that it's almost over. I've spent a lot of time at my desk this week and I'm not used to that, and it's felt very long, but I've had a lot of good cookies in the middle of it, so there's that.
Awesome. Thank you. All right, we'll go with Lisa, then Naomi, and then Danny.
Hi, everyone. I'm Lisa Latham. I'm from West Central Illinois AHEC, Area Health Education Center, housed at Memorial Hospital in Carthage. We are winding down for the season, or I guess the semester, and so we'll be out and about again in the spring, going to tabling events, career fairs, all the fun things. The highlight of my week was I retook mental health first aid for adult training on Monday. and I've had the training about 5 years ago, and I'm hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll be able to take a train the trainer course for the adult mental health first aid and the youth and become an instructor within the next 6 months. So really excited about that.
That is awesome, Lisa.
Mm.
Well, I can't wait to hear about all of that.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here.
That's me now, right?
It sure is.
Hi, my name is Naomi Willis. I'm the community liaison for Pavilion Hospital in Champaign. The highlight of my week, I got to shadow the McLean County Veterans Treatment Court, and I got to see a graduation. So I worked with a lot of different treatment courts before, but this is the first time I got to kind of be boots on the ground and see like the really like heartfelt part. So that was really cool.
That's awesome. Well, thank you for being here, Naomi.
All right, I'm Danny Hernan. I'm a community health worker for SIU Family Medicine in Lincoln. And I'm kind of with Molly on the highlight of my week being almost over, but that's because after this week, I'm off for 2 whole weeks and I cannot wait.
Oh, so jealous. Well, thank you for being here right before your break.
Yes, of course.
All right, Sandra, then Mrs. Jeanette Davis, and then Kristen.
I can jump in.
Okay, cool.
I am Jeanette Davis. What am I? I'm trying to feel human again, y'all. I am the community engagement specialist for Memorial Behavioral Health. And my highlight literally is being with you all like this second. Like this week has kicked my hiney around, and y'all know how I love this work and I'd rather be there than anywhere. So this week has been tough goings, but don't you ever doubt, Gracie. I know it's on point, that PowerPoint.
Well, thank you. All right, Sandra, are you able to unmute?
I am. I'm Sandra. I am the case manager for the medication assisted recovery program for SIU in Taylorville and in Springfield. I have 2 highlights this week. Yesterday was our treatment court commencement. We had 6 graduates yesterday. And my second highlight is that after 3 o'clock today, I am off for 17 days.
17. What a time. Well, thank you for being here, Sandra. All right, Kristen.
Kristen Davis with Family Guidance Center's Regional Substance Use Prevention Integration Center. And my highlight of the week is I'm getting on an airplane on Saturday and going to Arizona. Not my favorite place, but that's where my oldest lives. So that's what we're doing.
That's awesome. It'll be nice and warm, though. So that'll be good.
Yeah, it's supposed to be 80.
I love it. All right, Kim and then Carmen.
My highlight is that it warmed up. I'm not a fan of the cold.
And Kim, can you tell us who you are?
Oh, I would be Kim Turner with Logan County Probation and Hope on Fifth.
Thank you, Kim.
I am Carmen Lanham. I'm with Family Guidance Center's Regional Substance Use Prevention Integration Center. And then I have to say, I attended the commencement for treatment court with Sandra yesterday for my first time going to one, and it was definitely a very surreal experience. And then my other one is that I finally get to go up to Pontiac on Saturday to finally see my niece. I was supposed to go last weekend, but the snow said otherwise. So, because she was just born last month, so I finally get to go see her tomorrow or on Saturday.
That's precious. I love that. Well, thank you for being here. All right, so our quote of the day is from Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. You don't have to see the whole staircase, just take the first step. So I really feel like, especially when because we're going to talk about the community survey, when you take surveys and you do this work, you don't see everything, but you do see small steps. And so I really felt like this kind of encompasses what we do as a whole, but then also we are going to see comparisons from like last year to this year. So we do get to see, little steps towards good stuff. So that's where I was at. So we are going to get new flyers and cards. I have not printed any of these, and I also wanted feedback. And I had gotten feedback that the multiple colors that were on it were hard to read, but I kept the same format that you did, Jeanette. And then I added the QR code to both sides, just so if somebody wanted to see it, and it also was a filler on the other side of it. So if you have any suggestions, or because I'm not married to anything, and I just kind of threw this together. But yeah, so if there's any thoughts about this, go ahead and like throw it in the chat. And I assume Molly has texting me because she sure did. She's going to give me feedback offline. So that's great. Thanks, Molly. We also have our resource directory cards, and those will also probably be getting an update at some point. But if you don't know about them, we have Logan Mason resources.org and Mason County resources.org. Those are different websites that you can go to see all the different resources that are in those communities. So if you are on those, amazing. Check that your information is up to date. Tyler and Dominic are working really hard on getting those updated consistently, and also trying to keep up to date with how websites look too. So any feedback about those would be great. So we have our harm reduction resources. I know in the past, Kara has brought up that we needed to add in all of the places I have it. And so I think, I don't know, I tried. But we've always had like the family custom cleaners and the Logan County Health Department. I added CVS because you can purchase naloxone there. And then the Mount Pulaski Library District, it is available for free on the inside on the side door. Then we have, well, that's not supposed to say family custom cleaners, awkward. That's supposed to say Walgreens, which is available for purchase. Then you have the Logan County Courthouse, which you can find those in the lobby and the restrooms. Hope on 5th and the Logan County Jail. And in Mason County, we have the Public Library, Mason County Health Department, the Foreman Public Library, and the Mason City Public Library. And then I added on the Walters Drug Store, Mason City Pharmacy, the Manitou Pharmacy, and CVS Pharmacy, where you can purchase naloxone if you would like to. But there are also places where you can get those for free. So, this is all of our gift card winners. So I did the poll this morning. So we pulled from different places. So we had some smaller polls from specific places. So Trillium clients had a poll, and then Jeanette sat at the health department. So we pulled those names for that. And then the generic survey. So Jenny Cross, Rosie Price, Joshua Good, Brenda Gardner, Lindsay Means, and Kylie Park Stacy. So congratulations to all of you. You will be getting a gift card in the mail in the next week or so. So before I go into our community survey, does anyone have anything they have any questions about or anything like that?
Hi, this is Kendra.
Oh, hi, Kendra. Well, can you intro yourself, your
I'm
name,
gonna
and
try
then,
to
oh,
I don't know how to make the thing big. How do you make the thing big?
are you on your phone?
No.
Oh,
Full screen. Okay, I'm on the computer. I got this. We got this. All right.
You got this. Hey, look at you. And then the question of the day is what I can go backwards. Oh no, we're going the wrong way. Here, I got you. Boom. What is the highlight of this week been for you?
Highlight of this week is that I've gotten to go on several mobile crisis calls, which is funny to me because I used to be so like anxious about them, but I actually really love them now. And then, so I wanted to share that Memorial has a new, so we have a new brochure that we're going to be out, and I'm pretty sure I have a digital copy that I was supposed to send to people. So if you were on the whatever that meeting was, let me know. Because I don't remember what meeting that was that I was supposed to send a digital copy to. But there's a QR code now, and that goes directly to our referral form. And so any providers can also refer, and then schools can prefer if they refer they would like, or you can self-refer as well. And it's just kind of streamlined, and it's for our service areas. If someone outside our service area fills it out, they will get contacted and directed towards where they need to go. So that's what is super exciting. We have a referral form now. Memorial Counseling Associates has had one. And so this is MPH now has one.
I have the digital copy that I can send Grace.
Perfect.
Yep.
Kendra, can you tell us who you are though?
Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Just have people call mobile crisis. Yeah, just have people call mobile crisis for all their crisis needs.
Well,
Right.
thanks, Kendra. Can you let us know who you are though? I mean, I bet most of the people on this call know you, but just in case people don't, can you tell us your, yeah.
Oh, Kendra. Oh, hi. I'm Kendra. I'm with Memorial Behavioral Health, and I'm community engagement for Memorial, along with my lovely coworker that really exists now. I'm so excited.
I love it. Well, thank you, Kendra. I appreciate it. Okay, anybody else?
Do we have a Narcan at the Lincoln Police Department?
Jeanette?
Not as an actual location to be picked up. And I don't know that
Anything in the lobby there, or
yeah, I'm thinking it's definitely worth an ask.
talk to Joe? I can, if you want, I can talk to him.
Cool.
Yeah, cool.
Another thing, are we gonna get the bags for the Logan County Jail with all the information and Narcan in it for the inmates when they get out?
Yeah, so that's something we did talk about at our recovery in action meeting, Jeff.
Okay.
So I can bring you up to speed on that tomorrow if you when we get together. Does that work?
That will work.
Perfect.
Thanks, Jeanette. All right. We shall continue to the survey. So we had 170 surveys completed. So 61% were in Logan County and 40% was in Mason County, which is like pretty good. Because last time it was more of like a 70-30 split. So a 60-40 split I like. Which those numbers don't really match up, but we can pretend that 40 is supposed to be 39. But our ages, we did get 1% under 18, 5% 18 to 24, 18% 25 to 34, 24% was 35 to 44, 45 to 54 is 23%, 55 to 64 is 15%, and then above 65 was 13%. So we definitely had a lot between the 25 to 54 range. But I feel like we did get a little bit more between the under to 18 to 24 and 65 plus. So it's exciting. I'm totally cool with everything. Then it was mostly females, which is pretty normal because that happened last time. And from all the surveys from around the ROSC that I've seen, a lot have been females anyways. And then 27% males, and then 3% did not want to identify. So, all right. So our stigma campaign. Hello. We have, I'm pretty sure that these are supposed to be swapped. Yeah, they are. Yes. So where it says 24, actually, we're all just going to watch me do this because I can't stand the fact that that's wrong. So 2 seconds, people, because that doesn't make any sense. In 2024, 84% of people did not see our campaign. Boo. But guess what? Now it's 68. I take that improvement. That's amazing. I love it. So we have gone from 8% to 16, 8 to 15, 7 to 12, 7 to 11, 12 to 21, and 5 to 16. So hello. Look at that jump. I'm loving it. So get it. That is just a testament to all those who have helped us push out our survey. So thank you so much. Or not our survey, our stigma reduction campaign. And so we are also going to be launching out some more stuff, but we very much appreciate people being able to see it, and we'd love to see these numbers even get higher next year. So, all right. So I pulled some questions. I did not pull all of them just because of time and whatnot. So some of the ones I wanted to highlight is there is stigma in my community about people who have substance use disorder. So we go from 43% to 28, and 44% to 45. So we definitely see a jump, especially with strongly disagree from 1% to 10. So there definitely obviously is still stigma in the communities, but I feel like maybe step by step it is getting a little better, which is good. Then if I found out someone is actively using substances in my neighborhood, I could consider moving. So we go from strongly disagree and disagree have definitely had a jump from 20 to 27. And then, I mean, disagree kind of went down, but I will take the 43. And I would assume they all moved to strongly disagree because, you know, that's thoughts. And then neither disagree nor agree kind of stayed the same. So a moral failing is the cause of someone's substance use disorder if they are currently using substances. So we had a kind of a similar side to things. Strongly agree did jump up a little bit, but disagree and strongly disagree are close. Well, strongly disagree did go up by 2 and disagree went down, but I think that this is pretty similar. So just to note. Medicaid-assisted recovery, or MAR, which is the use of medications to treat substance use disorders, methadone or buprenorphine to treat opioid use disorder, is an effective treatment for substance use disorders. So there seems to be a little more discussion that probably needs to be had, which we noticed in Ford County for the stigma reduction campaign. So we are going to be focusing on MAR just because we can see that a lot of people don't really know what MAR is. And so we really want to educate individuals. And so this data definitely shows that. So people who use drugs deserve respect. So strongly agree went from 24 to 33 and then 48 to 37. So, and then 22% stayed the same, and then there was a decrease with strongly disagree. So, it's cool to see that you know, a lot of people strongly agree that, you know, people who use drugs deserve respect. So it's cool. And then people with mental illness deserve respect. So 46 and 46, and then 47 to 39, and then we kind of went down to neither agree nor disagree. So, I mean, it's pretty similar, but maybe using some information to pull out to kind of showcase some things. But I still like the numbers. They're still very high for agree and strongly agree, which I very much like. It is difficult to find harm reduction services like Narcan and syringe service programs in my community. So we go from 7% to 9%, and then 23 to 17, and then neither agree nor disagree. So it seems that people may or may not know. So one of the things in our strategic plan is to really showcase the places where you can get harm reduction services. So we are going to work alongside with the hospital to create a rat card that will be going around the communities, especially for Logan County. And then I will probably make something similar for Mason County to go around to just promote all the places that you can get harm reduction services. So hopefully these numbers will increase in the future. And we should increase government funding on treatment options for mental health and substance use disorders. I mean, I just like seeing this because everyone, you know, we deserve more money anyway. So, so 45 and 46 and 37, 34. But then 14 and 11, they changed. So I very much agree that we should get more government funding on treatment options for mental health and substance use disorders. So I'm glad that the majority of the world believe, or Logan and Mason County believe that too. So before I move on, does anyone have any thoughts or questions about any of those surveys, things that I just talked about? Okay. Well, because of this, I'm going to continue going through the rest of the PowerPoint, and then with time, we will go with updates from people, and then possibly do one activity. So our deflection program implementation planning. So Bridge, building recovery, inclusion, and dignity for growth and empowerment. Our next meeting is next Tuesday, December 23rd from 1 to 2:30. And so we will have an option at Hope on 5th in person. So hopefully I can make it there. I'm pretty sure I will be able to host a hybrid option. Otherwise, the meetings are all virtual. So we wanted to, between Jeanette and I, we're going to figure out how to make individual or like people with lived experience have the ability to get online. So that's why we want to give an option in Hope on 5th to be able to do that. So, oh, Miss Jeanette, yes, raise your hand. Go ahead. Nope, this is, yeah, Jeanette, go ahead.
Oh, my bad. February 24th. Is we just gonna throw the save the date? That's the deflection kickoff. So if you could save that date on your calendar. Not sure about the times, but I did hear we'll be at the rec for that. So February 24th.
Yes. So we'll have more information out there. Molly's coming over to say things. It's 12:30 to 4. 4:30 to 12:30 to 4. 12:30 to 4. You're just away from the microphone. That's why it's hard to hear. Sorry, I'm like. No, you're good. No worries. Okay, 12:30 to 4. Awesome. Any other questions or anything like that before I continue? All right. Our next recovery and action meeting is December 9th, 4:30 to 6 p.m. Hope on 5th. Or Zoom. We do an option to be online. So anyone who wants to help with any planning and ways to educate our communities about substance use disorder / mental health and ways to have fun and recovery and much more, please come and hang out with us. We had a really good meeting last month, and we are planning an event at Hope on 5th, and it's a Valentine's Day event. And I failed to throw that flyer in the PowerPoint, but I can show you.
That date's supposed to be January 9th.
Say that again?
It's supposed to be January 9th.
Oh, well, whoopsies. I mean, yeah, it's January 9th. Duh, that's what it says. But thank you. All right, our next ROSC meeting is next year. Oh my goodness, 2026. It'll be Thursday, January 15th at 2 p.m. in Mason City, and then follow us online. This is our contact info if you have any questions about anything. But while I pull up the flyer, or I'm just stalling while I'm saying words, for the Valentine's Day. We are waiting for approval from the state to be able to throw it out, but it is on Valentine's Day. It's really cute. So I'll just pull it out. So you're invited to a Valentine's Day party, February 14th from 6 to 9. Food will be provided, and we will have a sign-up sheet at Hope on 5th. And so basically anyone and everyone is invited. So there'll be music, be fun times, games, whatnot. So if you are available oh yeah, yes, Kim.
Not that you need it, but that's not the right zip code for Lincoln.
Oh, it's not. It was just my typing.
Yeah.
Figures.
Just before you
62656.
before
Yeah, before I pull it out, this is why it's helpful to have two people on this grant. So yeah, I'll change that zip code, but thank you, Kim. Anybody else from the Recovery and Action group want to mention anything else that we talked about? Jeanette?
Not that I could think of, just we are going to be working to complete those bags. That's something that we can help support for the jail, as well as the anti-stigma campaign. So we have some like hands, like actual like hands and feet kind of putting stuff together, being creative kind of thing going on. So we will need more hands for that. But no, that's all I can think of for now. I'm sorry.
No, that's perfect. I appreciate it. All right. So at this time, we're going to go around and give updates on what's going on with your projects, because we a lot of times don't have time for that. So I wanted to allot some time to hear what's going on in everyone's world. So if anyone wants to start. I mean, Naomi, I'm going to pick on you.
For updates?
Yeah. What's going on with you?
So in terms of me and Pavilion, we are still trucking just along. The holiday season is a really nice time because we get that very, very small amount of kind of exhale before things get a little bit chaotic, as they usually do with the holiday season. But just in general, a lot of the things that I'm excited about are things that we're all kind of working together with in the area. So nothing super new going on with me, but happy holidays, everyone.
Well, thanks. Lisa, were you wanting to pipe in?
No, I kind of shared. I mean, we don't really have any projects going on, but I just wanted to make sure everyone knew I was still here. So
Appreciate it. Danny, do you have any updates?
I do not have any updates. I'm currently keeping my head above water while being in charge of Taylorville and Lincoln. So just trying to get through that right now. Maybe next year I'll have some updates.
I feel that. So real. Carmen and Kristen, do you guys have any updates?
No,
Okay.
we almost have our website back online. That's an update,
That is an update.
but I'm still working on that.
Okay. Sounds good. Sandra, do you have any updates?
I don't really have a lot. The Springfield Start program is currently interviewing for a peer support. And things continue for Springfield and Taylorville both. I don't think I have anything else new right now.
All right. Kim, do you have any updates?
Just briefly, we did do a mailer at the end of November for Homeless Awareness Month, and we've received a good response. Basically, kind of a fundraiser, which has been nice. The other night, I don't know if anyone saw it in Lincoln Daily News, we had an art piece donated by the Creativity Center, the kids with their after school program. It is the coolest piece of artwork ever, Doors of Opportunity. And so we're gonna find a place to display that somewhere, but it's really neat. So that was cool. And the medical respite, nothing's happened on that yet, but we have our first technical assistance call the first part of January, so I'm hoping to get a lot more information related to that so we can start pulling people in and figuring out how that's going to work. And we're still taking people in and figuring it out.
All right. Thanks, Kim. Kendra and Jeanette, do you guys have any more updates?
I do not. Just that referral form that we're gonna be pushing out more, and then calling mobile crisis and just keep getting that word out as well.
All right.
I'll just shout out to Sangamon County ROSC with that event they're doing Saturday morning. Kendra shared with me 10 a.m. or excuse me, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. They're having Santa and pictures and games and things like that. Yeah, I can forward it if anyone, it's this Saturday, but neat thing for the fam.
That is fun. Thank you. Yes. Tyler, do you guys have any updates in there?
Yeah, I could share a little bit. So in January, we are going to have a process evaluation survey for our alcohol campaign. So if you are a parent of 6th to 12th grader and you see us at any basketball or volleyball game, feel free to stop by our table. We are going to ask you to fill out a survey, and you will have a free bag of fun stuff like pens and stress balls and things like that as you fill it out. So we hope to see you there. We're trying to get as much data as possible to make sure people are seeing our campaign materials.
Yep. And if you're available to come along aside and help, we love to have any local individuals come with us because it helps get more people to take our surveys. Jeff, you got any updates?
Just looking forward to a day when there's nobody in jail.
true. All right, Molly.
I don't have anything at the moment. I'm working most of the break, so I'll have some new resources to share when everybody's back. And then I'll have lots of programs and things that I'll kick off in mid-January, early February. So it's just a slow time and I'm trying to take advantage of it.
Totally fair. Well, thank you. All right, so with our last 14 minutes that we have, I wanted to kind of go over the SWOT analysis that we looked at last year around this time, and just kind of talk through the different things that are on there. So SWOT, it stands for strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. So a strength is a rare event that causes unpredictable magic. A weakness is a rare event causes unpredictable magic. I don't know if this is right. So strength is obviously something that is stronger in the community. I'm pulling this from a previous PowerPoint. A weakness is something that isn't as prevalent in the community. Opportunities is something that there obviously is an opportunity to work on. And then a threat would be something that we might not have or might have baited some sort of challenges within the communities. So I'm gonna share my screen. So strengths that we have shown from last year, we have a strong awareness of the need for expanded recovery services. We have a committed ROSC council. There's a passion and willingness for the work that we do. Compassion, understanding, desire to create an inclusive environment. There's a strong foundation in the community. So there's drug court, etc. Collaboration, spirit, and drive to work together. There's inclusive PLE, so a group of committed participants, people with lived experience, creating a space for folks to participate. Some exiting movement towards expanding services and supports in the area. I don't know if I think that's supposed to be not exiting. I think it's supposed to be exciting. Recovery and Action Subcommittee is a strength because not all communities have that. Funding available for peer recovery specialist trainings. Oxford House has, we have one, and then we're looking to potentially expand the men's house and include housing for women with children. It's really just a plug that we keep pushing with Bryson. And we'd love to add more houses to our communities as well. We have the MAR program through SIU. We have limited access to harm reductions resources, but we do have them and they continue to grow. So we view that as a strength. And then there are also multiple pathways to recovery in our community. So there's Smart Recovery, CODA, Open Arms, Celebrate Recovery, AANA, and recovery support groups within the communities. So some weaknesses that we have, no existing inpatient treatment centers, lack of access to support group meetings in Mason County, lack of MAR services and wraparound services, resistance to facing the issue within the community, and lack of understanding or education of addiction as a disease rather than a moral failure. Despite desire to collaborate, in Mason County, many providers and organizations remain silos of services, limited financial resources. So we have 2 small rural communities. Additional representation from PLEs. The deflection is at the beginning stages of planning. So Mason County is represented in the planning stages, but working to get more buy-in from Mason County. Lack of public transportation options or support to help people in recovery to get treatment. Now, a lot of these things sound really negative, but they, are just things that can be worked on, but then also some that are just out of our control in general. So opportunities. So other organizations willing to participate and assist with action in Logan and Mason counties. So technical assistance and free trainings from Faces of Voices of Recovery Illinois and developing RCOs. Recovery Core contract to provide services to the state peer recovery specialists. Heartland peer specialist apprenticeships, possible local option. Government officials are largely aware of supportive of need for increased recovery actions. Lack of public transportation options or support to help people in recovery get to treatment. Fifth Street building is being built to be a safe space to gather and feel supported and having services available. Expanding sober living options in our area. Looking to get housing for women in Logan County, looking specifically for sober living housing in Mason County. Lack of resources for PLEs who access benefits. The deflection program obviously is in the beginning stages, and we have active participation from Logan County, and obviously looking for more participation between Menard and Mason. Using the United States Probation Office felon friendly employers to create a more community-focused list. So some threats. So no end in sight for new cases of people who need recovery services, stigma around recovery and denial that there is a community problem, prior failure to deliver on objectives or see tangible results from recovery efforts, poor access to internet/cell services, barrier to use telehealth services, healthcare gaps and the lack of mental health professionals. COVID has presented new challenges, gaps for in-person services. So some agencies have been short-staffed and have waiting lists. Inadequate youth services, prevention and treatment options, lack of awareness of resources on diversifying funding opportunities, and then limited financial resources to 2 small rural counties. So what I want to kind of do in the next 8 minutes is really, quickly, obviously, kind of touch on each of these boxes and see what should be changed or added. So with, let's go with strengths. Well, no. We'll go with opportunities. So in opportunities, is there anything in here that you see that should be changed or moved to another section? I think next year the deflection program obviously will be moved to the strengths because it will be launched, but at this time it's not. We're still looking for sober housing in Mason County and expanding in Logan. No thoughts? Okay, we'll move. We'll move up to weaknesses. So no existing inpatient treatment centers, so that's still true. We are getting some Mason County meetings, but as you can see on the card, there's more Logan County, and we're wanting to get more meetings. But what we have is really good, but we obviously could work to get more. I mean, I think all of these are still true. I'm going to go with the silence as everyone also agrees that these are still true. All right, we'll go down here to threats. I think our community survey still shows that there's stigma around recovery and denial. There's a community problem. I mean, access to internet and cell phone, there's still terrible service. I mean, agencies are still short-staffed and have waiting lists. There's still healthcare gaps. There's not a lot of youth services. I mean, yes, we have a big we do prevention in the communities. It's not saying that we don't, because Tyler and Dominic exist and they do prevention education. But there always could be, you know, more, but they're only 2 people. So, I think that these all still are applicable. So we all agree. Thumbs up. Okay. Now our strengths. We still have committed ROSC, so thank you. Passion, willingness. We got a strong community foundation. I think all of these still are correct. Is there any wording we would change on any of this?
I will say I should have said this too on the weaknesses. Just so the wording is the same. It is the program, not the MAR program with SIU.
Say that again.
It's the START program is what the new name is, and just so that way that way the wording's the same wherever we're looking at it, so people know what it is.
See, boom, this is why we're doing this. So is it like all capitals START? Like
You don't need you don't need the I guess I should say I just say that, but yeah, START. Just like that. Perfect.
Okay, see, boom. This is why we do this. Okay.
I think in weaknesses it was listed under well, that's just lack of MAR services, I guess. So
yeah,
that could kind of be other organizations, but yeah,
because we only have like that, right? And we could use more. So because you guys need to be the only ones.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. I think otherwise this looks good. Oh, we have chat. Chat, thanks. Bye, Carmen. Bye, Sandra. Jeanette loves things. It wasn't probably for this, but cool. So see, this is why we do this. Appreciate all of you. So it is 3:00. So thank you everyone for participating. Bye, Lisa. Have a great holiday. So I did want to just thank you all. So I appreciate you being here and spending your Thursday with me. So if you do know anyone who would love to work with me, that'd be amazing because we're still hiring Jeanette's position. But other than that, you guys have a happy holiday. See you later. I just wanted to show you the cute slide. That was really it.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.